Microphone, there we go. Okay. Hey, good news. You didn't hear me cough my lungs out. Anyway. Hi, I'm BB. BB, I'm not Chinese, and welcome to... That's the third time I'm fucking saying that joke, and this is only the first time it's being heard. Jesus Christ, I'm on a duck. Why am I like this? Anyway, hi. We're here to play games that hopefully appear on... Oh, Jesus Christ, where's the settings? Language? Okay. Okay, there we go. It's not trails, it's trials. Difference is immense, probably. Okay, yeah, everything's good. Anyway, welcome to Not Ace Attorney with Not Ace Attorney people. I hope you're ready for Not Ace Attorney, even more so than usual. Also, I've actually got a route ready for... I spelled it trails? Trios. Trials. Huh? Oh, god damn it, I did spell it wrong on here. Fuck's sake. Okay, I fixed everything. No one saw any flaws. Everything was perfect the entire time. Now quiet, we're here to character select? Oh, right, this is just the demo. Apparently the demo has 2 chapters. Okay. Oh, geez, what the fuck? Stay away from me! What the fuck? Prelude, Deathbound Spectre. Oh, no, I thought I already... Hold on a second. Options? This is not English game. What do you mean English voice language? What the fuck does that actually do? Give me a... What? Eh? Okay.
马上就要开庭了，让你在旁边闭目养养神，你突然鬼喊鬼叫个啥呢？
龙叔
This is totally voice acted.
因为这是个关于凶宅闹鬼的案子，我又实在接得太急，昨天看了一整晚的材料。
It happened. What the fuck is a murder house? Hold on. Quick. Wait. Hold on. What the fuck's a murder house? That doesn't sound quite right, I'll be honest.
结果果然刚一闭眼，就开始做乱七八糟的怪梦了。
哎呀，你这个样子，真的没问题吗？
That's the mansion on Rokajima? I hope we're not. But are we the court that's got to do Rokajima's case? That'd be fucking something. Luna Ray.
真是服了你了。
Do we have pun names here? Okay, let's end this chaotic opening. Anyway, my name is Luna Ray, newly graduated lawyer who just returned from studying abroad. Is fair to God, BB? You mean Echo's foundational game of the channel? Not true. It is very odd how much you can trace back to fucking Umineko, to be quite frank. Even though we weren't here the entire time. It's like, God, how the fuck did trails end up becoming this, like, essential? I don't understand. This person, who appears rough and unreliable, is actually much more capable than me. It's Charlie Drake, the chief of Drake and Thomas Co., as well as my senior and boss. Today marks the first trial of my career as a lawyer. But the situation right now is a bit tricky for a rookie. As for why, that's a long story. Chief, I don't think I can handle this case myself. Hey, calm down. Registered as an assistant to accompany you in court. The most important thing right now is to communicate with your client. After all, this is a murder case. You don't usually start as a murder trial as your first case. Well, we're going by Ace Attorney rules, where it's a case of it doesn't matter your qualifications. You have the badge. You can do whatever the fuck is here now. It just is how it is. We only received the case last night and rushed to court this morning. There must be any details haven't confirmed yet. Yes, this defense is completely unplanned, and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. All right, let's meet your. Oh, he's talking again. Sorry.
对方好像是你大学时的师姐来着。
没错，就是小梅我了。
This seems like a conflict of interests very immediately. You're leaving it. This game has a tea party. Look, it probably doesn't have a tea party like fucking the VTuber game. It just I don't know how we ended up with tea parties there, but yes. Anyway, Plum Swift, a best-selling detective novelist and my senior in college, frequently involved in incidents due to suspicious material collecting habits. Oh, a murder house. He's a urban explorer streamer or something like that. Okay, that explains why they call it a murder house. Practicing intuition, Drake & Co. Company, license type, full-time lawyer, license number, Jesus Christ, legal number of legal profession, is showing authority. Okay, that's gotta be fucked up. Ministry of Justice. Fine Camel. Issuing date, April 7th, 2024. Order name, Luna Ray. Gender, female. ID number. I hope I don't have... None of this comes up in court. Pine Camel's autopsy reports. Authority. Time of death between 3:30 p.m. and 5:15 on August 8th. Cause, skull fracture. There are also extended bruises on the victim's back consistent with the characteristics of a fall. Ooh. What the fuck? Oh, this is from, like, his stream. What? It's a perfectly prominent name, BB? Lordy. Sir, whatever you say. Is that a squid? A video recorded by the victim's phone at about 4:57 on the day of the incident, showing the victim when Plum Swift pushed the victim off. Click to view details. 3:30 to 5:15. Well, that's him on frame with, like... Yeah, bloody knee, which makes sense. He already had a bloody knee. Still alive, seemingly, at 16:54, which is, Okay, I see. Yeah, that lines up. Huh. Oh, Luna, so this is courtroom. It's not as gloomy as I imagined.
我还是第一次当被告呢，居然还有沙发可以坐，我还以为要带着枷锁蹲在囚车里呢。
You are a tad too casual for the fact that you're on trial for murder.
居然每个地方都有法警把守，好兴奋！
I'm reminded of that one woman from Daybreak who was very interested in the murders.
那边那个正在撒欢的人。
Maybe the demo doesn't have an English VA? I'm curious what the fuck this setting is supposed to mean. Button prompts. Oh geez. Let's not look at that again.
当了被告进法庭还这样，确实是他会做出来的事。
This seemingly unnervous person, my senior from college, Plum Swift. Well, probably works in the faux game. Yep. After graduation, she worked at a law office for only a short time before transitioning to become a detective novelist. Although it's hard to believe, her work was said to be quite popular. Just as we were getting off work last night, I received a call from her, saying she had been arrested on suspicion of murder. Due to the urgency, she had no choice but to trust me, the lawyer with whom she has a closer relationship. I swear this is fucking... I feel like I'm going crazy here. Isn't that like a not allowed most of the time? She may be unreliable, but I know she wouldn't go as far as committing murder. Today, I'll have to find out the truth and keep her and help her clear her name. No time for small talk. Plum, quick, tell me more details about the case. Huh? Tell you everything in the meeting room yesterday. Why ask again? Barely had a chance to talk before the detention center closed. They only showed me some video screenshots. Why isn't she under arrest? I mean, technically she's under arrest. There are bailiffs around and everything else. So, like, technically, I think it's fine. She should probably have, like, handcuffs on or something, but... Wow, wasn't that super exciting? Yes, if I hadn't seen those things, I wouldn't have had the nightmares I have had just now. I've already collected those screenshots as evidence. Let's focus on the case now. After all, during our meeting yesterday, all I remember is that shocking line. I was dressed as an evil god and got arrested. You give me anything else useful? Yes, please talk about the case in waiting room quarters where everyone can listen in. This is the sacred place of the courtroom. I don't know why you think this wouldn't be the best place to be. When it comes to the case, I'm currently planning a new detective novel. Somewhere just a big weird for like materials, isn't it? You know, but who knew someone would die as soon as I arrived, making it perfect time for me to be arrested as a suspect, right? I don't think either of them is normal. Is this person really your senior? Doesn't seem like someone who studied law at all. The two sisters are reflections in the mirror, indistinguishable from each other, and even modern technology can't tell them apart. They appear like shadows of night, ready to push incoming detective into an endless abyss. Well, I'm not always being more and more fantastical. Is this still a detective story? Wow, doesn't it resemble the exploring science show we used to watch together? I think I heard of a similar case. Are you really supporting such outrageous content? It's okay, Luna. I've already got some information before you arrived. It said that the prosecutor you're facing today just got the license half a month ago. Feeling a bit easier now? Well, I heard about that too. It's good news for you. Huh. These charges should happen to rookies. That gives me a little bit of confidence. Yep, that's the spirit. Look, I've even arranged for some reporters to cover your debut. What? No wonder there's so many people outside with cameras. See you want to caught them here, Plum? Plum, you fucking dumbass. Alright, lose. My case will hit rock bottom right after the debut. Don't worry, the case should be a breeze for you. After all, I'm innocent. I just pushed the victim off and he happened to die. You know what? I agree with you now, Carrie. I would like her to loot. Can we no longer work on this case and go somewhere else? What? You're the thing to do that pushed the victim down? The destined showdown is about to begin with the rookie lawyer pitted against the prosecutor throwing courtroom clash. Why is this in red text? To make our job harder. To make it a lot harder, Carrie. That's why. Wow, how's that line? Wait a minute, what you just said? You didn't mention it at all yesterday. Huh? I didn't. Maybe I forgot. So you're telling me that you're telling me that too? Hi, Eclipse. Welcome to court. Our defendant just admitted another Ace Attorney alike. Look, I might be on a streak of enjoyment. Also, our defendant might have said they killed the person in the fucking court or in the waiting room already. Fuck. This might be harder than the first Ace Attorney one. By a good chunk. But, like, hold up. This court is about to begin in 1 minute. Defense and defendant, please proceed to the courtroom. Hold on, can I show you the log? Yeah. I just pushed the victim off and he happened to die. Not a good feeling. Kind of a shit feeling. In fact, it's very bad feeling of what this means for us. Oh no, we have no time left. Wow! Anyway, definitely did, so relax. Good luck, I'm going in now. Well, what a unique client. What's up? Take a few pieces of evidence we haven't, get ready. Okay. Plum's attitude is always different from ordinary people. Can't rely on the few items on hand. In this case, I can browse through the Exhibit tab in the top right corner. Click the tab. Contains information. Enjoy your game. I will try to enjoy defending an idiot. This point's all or nothing. Come on. For me and for Plum. Ah!
关于被告人熊小梅涉嫌杀人一案的审理，现在开庭。
辩护方那个已经准备就绪。
What do you mean you just got your fucking...
老夫想想，哎呀。
Ramps, why do you... Is this another Chinese Ace Attorney on topping another Ace Attorney like... Hey, Clips, look, it's an old man! Ah, look at him! Oh, it's an old man! Oh, damn, ain't that something? Damn, look, old man, oh, he just got his license. Ah, ha, ha. I wonder why that is. Anyway...
检控方已经准备好了，应该是这样吧。
Huh? This is the part prosecutor today, a rookie just got qualified half a month ago? How come I didn't know? Oh, man as old as my grandpa. Oh, well, I did just get qualified half a month ago. Before that, I was doing odd jobs in courts. Only got qualified now, you know. How about it? Never too old to learn? Oh. You see those stories where a janitor of the court finally gets qualified after years of hard work? And such an old man has to appear in court. If they're really short staff, do it this way. I can't escape this. Let me run from my own flaws. Clips. Why can't you let me run away from my flaws and refuse to acknowledge them like an unhealthy person should? Damn. As a prosecutorate, what the has the prosecution really fallen to such a state? Anyway, focus on the trial for now. Well then, Mr. Ray and Prosecutor Hush, right? Yes, that's right. I'm Prosecutor Hush. So, both the prosecutor and defense today are newcomers to the field. Turret? Maybe? I don't know. Whether the defendant in this case is guilty or not will largely depend on your performance. So, please do your best. I will. Let's get straight to the point, Your Honor. Very well, it seems that both of you are ready. Please proceed with the case summary. Man dead. Prosecution? Me? I'm trying to recall it. You heard my thoughts, Your Honor. I've forgotten everything. Huh? Sorry about that. So, what are you going to do now? Oh, just wait. Oh, I remember. I remember now. Oh, you remember? This case, obviously. It's a murder by poisoning. Happened on a cruise ship, and the defendant is lawyer surnamed Drake. The Supreme People's Procuratorate of the People's Republic of China, STP, is the highest national agency responsible for legal prosecution and prosecution investigation in China. I fucking hate that name. What a pretentious ass goddamn name. The Supreme People's Procuratorate of the People's Republic of China. I fucking hate this shit. Remove Chinese ability to name things. China cannot be allowed to name things any longer. They're bad at it. So it's a case like that. What? Trying to they got play the same game as that other Korea. Chief, it seems to think you're the defendant in this case. Standing right in the corner. You're the person. Even if you got the person wrong, just think you're the defendant. That's not the point. Is there something wrong with what I said? Yes, there's a single part of your statement that was correct. What should I do? Does Grandpa Prosecutor really make it? Well, Prosecutor has turned the opening into a mess. This won't do. Use this chance to impress the judge. Prosecutor's unreliable. Use your speech to steer the trial back on track. I'll give it a try then. After all, I've seen the trial procedure many times. What should I say now?
Objection!
The prosecution's statement seems to perfectly deviate from facts. Is this one set in China, though, unlike the other Chinese Ace Attorney that you're playing? Yes, that one is set in possibly Korea. So regarding the defendant and the details of the case, please allow the defense to make corrections. Objections sustained. Defense, you may go ahead. First, as you said in the opening, we're here today to try a murder case. Though this one already feels like it has the same form as Ace Attorney as opposed to being all about one case. Yeah, which has its ups and downs. I found the VTuber case has... Dude, if you haven't watched the latest VTuber stream, watch it. There's a bit of a... Something happens in it which makes me fucking have questions up the wazoo. Oh, right, Taiwan. Sorry, I'm Project Moon build. Every place in East Asia is just South Korea under normal circumstances. Sorry. Remember, I'm not racist, I'm just stupid as fuck. Were you there for us finding out who Karipa is? Like, definitively getting the answer? I don't remember if you were in chat for that. My client, the defendant Plum Sweet, is suspected of killing Pine Camel, a ghost hunter live streamer. So you were there for that one. Okay, cool. I was confused. I didn't remember if you were there, so I didn't want to say that. Yeah, that was a fucking time. Okay. Is that correct? Well, you said finally matches the information I have. I understand live stream. What is Ghost Hunt live stream? The Ghost Hunt live stream is a popular format in Japan and South Korea. It's limited to rune exploration. These streamers explore eerie places and capture supernatural events, so it's called a Ghost Hunt live stream. In recent years, the development of major video platforms, many people live streaming ghost hunts. Here's a poster for this ghost hunt streamer. The drawing depicts his appearance during the live stream. I think I've seen this poster before. It was posted by the victim not too long ago. We're defending a streamer in this game. No. We're not defending a streamer. A streamer died. Wait, fuck, that doesn't... Okay, the prosecution is defending a mystery writer from villainy this time. I'm not making it better. Oh no. Poster, a shivery camel. Exploring the haunted house, shivery camel and spooky shack, August 8th, 3 p.m. Mer de Machons. I don't quite understand, but simply put, it's a group of people seeking trouble by exploring risky places, right? It's not entirely wrong. As for the crime scene in this case, it's a high-end Chinese-style residential community. Who was that stubbed with hesitation just now? You forget the name of the community? You read my mind, Chief? The case on in a rush, and that awkward name is indeed hard to remember. No worries, if you need confirm information, remember you can check the exhibit for help. Mer de Manchons? Is that what is it called? Jesus Christ, he's 84. Why is Gregor here? Don't ask questions. This is the crossover you never were to expect, you know? Right, just click on the exhibit or press tab. I can check them in the court. In the community where the incident occurred should be in there. Hurry and continue my statement. Location of the incident in this case is high-end residential community, and its name is Murder Mansions. Murder Mansions? What? Murder Mansions? Is there really a community with such a name? I find it weird too, but the community's name matches what was on the victim's promotional poster. That seems to be the case. Yes, it looks like the defense is well prepared. Impressive. I'm not feeling cheerful despite your kind words. Now for the next question. I'll ask the defense to help me answer it. Please. For example, why was the defendant arrested by the police? You must know the reason, right? That's something the prosecution should know best, isn't it? Hey, Prosecutor Hush is seeking help from us. That'd be step up and be the good guy. Why do I have to play both the defense and the prosecution? In any case, let the defense present evidence to explain the answer to this question. This is the part where I need to present evidence to the judge. I've seen this many times. Choose the appropriate exhibit, press present, and that's it. I believe this evidence explains why the defendant was arrested by police.
That's it.
A video recording of the victim's live stream before his death. The content is, well, it's hard to describe. No, show me. Huh? Is it supposed to be a video? Or are these screenshots? What exactly is in these photos? The live footage is very long and contains a lot of repetitive, irrelevant footage. So I only took screenshots of the relevant parts. Let me explain briefly. The time of the screenshot is 4:44 p.m., showing the victim exploring the house after entering. Looks like he stumbled. At this moment, the victim appeared to be holding a selfie stick and writing notes at the same time. The footage all in portrait mode. The victim had already found a place to set up his phone. Then he disappeared in the screen. Are you losing, or is there girls' introductions in English even though the VO is in Chinese? You're hearing it too, don't worry. I have the voice language set to English. So, I have no fucking idea why either clips. Maybe it's all supposed to be in English? I don't know. Oh, that does not. T lied. Ah. Is that the internal name for the character portrait? Uh-oh. Then he disappeared in the screen. There's no movement for the next few minutes. Next time the victim appeared on the screen is at 4:54 p.m. Exit towards the right side of the frame. I also see the bruise on the victim's leg caused by the stumble. This is also the last time the victim appeared on the screen. At 4:55 p.m., a pink object appeared in a live stream. Yes, I did download the demo for once. Also, it's $20. After entering the room, it hesitated and looked around for a while. It's not until 4:57 that it continued moving forward. Then, accompanied by a falling sound, a blurry shadow fell down. The shadow was later confirmed to be the victim, lying dead on the first floor. Oh, what was that creature behind it? Is there really a ghost haunting this murder house? I can't completely rule out this possibility. But at least I know a ghost appearing in this video. This sting object is actually an exaggerated mascot costume. And maybe this is more of a duct tape bubblegum build for some reason compared to the release. One would hope. One would hope. The person in it is my client, Miss Plum Swift. Just knew it minutes before the trial. Huh? And why was she dressed like a squirt at the crime scene? I think it's called an octopus. Whoa! No. It's an ancient god called Cthulhu! Cthulhu! What on earth is that? In a word, the entire sequence of events above was witnessed by all the viewers watching the live stream. I believe that's why the defendant became the prime suspect of this case and was arrested by the police. Am I correct, Your Honor? Yes, and I expect the defense to have such a clear grasp of the case details. As if they're trying to directly prove her guilt. No, that's not what I meant. My defense hasn't even started yet. Oh man, it's giving you a thumbs up. Great job, and now you're the prosecutor. If it goes on like this, my mind is going to split. Now that both the prosecution and defense are ready, let's proceed. Might be overthinking it, maybe you're old-fashioned, but you think you'd want to iron stuff like that out and demo more, since that's where your first major impression is and all. No, I think I agree. I find it very weird that, like, here's the character's name correctly displayed here. Then when I save, T-Lied, which the... Steam claims the real face of a VTuber is like LA Noir. I have doubts about that. Like, it's the underscore symbol there that makes you think, oh, is that the character portrait internal name? Because that's how you normally would do, like, an internal name, right? Well, with just these few examples, it's not enough to prove the defense guilt. Prosecutor Hush, lay some on the witness. Oh, wait, the prosecution is so searching for... Oh, now, witness Miss Orch Falcon is entering the courtroom. How come you're still searching for documents on site? You took this case on too hastily without the chance to interview the people involved or investigate the case. Those words and actions in court along with the exhibits presented would be crucial. Pay close attention. Got it. Leave it to me.
姐，依照流程，我得自我介绍吧。
对，忘了，你请。
Not down that VTuber game is like LA Noir, it's not. Doubting Steam said it, unless someone in the reviews or community hubbed it, in which case, what the fuck were they smoking? I don't know, people make weird connections. It's like, oh, this game has a mystery, and this one has a mystery too, therefore they are very similar to each other. I'm a very smart person, obviously. That's probably a level of intelligence we work with sometimes on Steam.
我叫牛美兰，是洗浴庸宅的保安兼管理员。
So this lady is the first witness I'm going to question today. She looks like a very gentle person. What kind of wushu shit are you getting on about, game? Oh my god, is this a wushu mix? I hope this isn't a wushu mix. That kind of shit's garbage. Just forget what I said.
您过奖了，坊间传言总是比真相夸张。其实那个团伙只有6个人。
100 times. That's just a little bit.
况且我已经不是刑警了，孩子渐渐长大了，就想换一番安全点的工作。
Oh shit, you got a kid? Are they going to become a murderer for this scene? How old are they? Please tell me, are they above the age of 2? They're truly a pair of heroic role models.
现如今，小区保安才是我的身份，差你见笑。
司法界失去你这样一位人才，真是莫大的损失啊！
对了，请让老夫补充几句。各位也听到了，证人之前是一名刑警。
Mr. Arthur, are you about to give up the case to the witness? Are you gonna let the witness do your job? Oh my god, what the fuck? Who let the 85-year-old who seemingly has extreme memory problems fucking do this? Who let this? Oh my god, and you're okay, I think we found out who's letting it. God damn idiot. Got the chance to slack off again, huh?
收到，那接下来的时间就交给我了。
Is this the tutorial mission? I think so. The incident occurred in V2 of Mer de Manchons, a duplex with Chinese-style decor and two-story structure. Because the last two owners of V2 died unexpectedly, it's been rumored as a murder house and has been vacant for a long time. Not just one, but 3 victims? This meant to be visited with a key obtained through prior application. Victim, Pine Camel, have reserved B2 in advance for a ghost hunt stream. During a live stream, the audience saw the defendant push him from the 2nd floor to his death and called the police at once. But when the ambulance and police arrived, he was already dead. Suddenly, the only person on the scene was arrested. I have a question. The second floor doesn't seem very high, yet the victim died on the spot? Indeed, at this height, even I wouldn't have serious injuries I fell, right? If you really fell, you wouldn't be here anymore. It's not that simple. About that, please show you a photo of the scene taken by the police upon arrival. Yeah, the corner, which is a bit suspicious. What? Yes, after the former owner's accidental death, a small amount of unique Chinese furniture was left unattended at the scene. Unfortunately, the victim hit his head on the corner of the altar table during the fall, which led to his death. Hit his head right in the corner? Bad luck. Let me submit these items as evidence. Alright, accepted. Floor scene plan. Okay. Yeah, that ain't making this shit any sense. So, how would he hit his head on the corner facing away from the fall and then end up this far away if he died on impact or something? Yeah. Okay. By the way, since you're the initiator of the community, give us a brief overview of it. Sure thing. Incident took place in Mer de Manchans, a close high-end community built by foreign enterprise. The number of houses directly managed by me in Zone B is very small. It's very small. What do you mean by small? Especially how many are there? 3. There are only 3 in total. It was on house right, the ghost carrier loses his body for a sec, walked 5 feet and left his body. That is the obvious explanation, but sadly I'm not allowed to use ghosts as proof yet. Only 3? That's only 3 in Zone B. They're all large Chinese-style villas and the community is high-end. As you may know, the density of the population is an important measure of the community in high-end status. How high-end is, there's still a murder house. In addition, the property is a closed mansion system, requiring non-owners of the defendant to register for entry and exit. You forgot that we have to spend 3 games clips proving ghosts are real first before we can present them as evidence? You're bad, forgot about that part. Yeah, very important thing. Shame that you forgot about it. Therefore, it's relatively easy to trace the personnel involved in this case. A report for your reference. At 9 a.m. came Miss Falcon, 1201, Camel, 233, Bamboo Deer. I feel like these are direct name translations, I'll be honest. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, yeah, who the fuck's Bamboo Deer? Yeah. Plum Swift, Pine Camel, Orchid Falcon. Like, I'm becoming more and more certain that these are just transliterated names from Chinese. Because it's like, I'm immediately, my thought process is going, these probably sound better in Chinese, huh? Having a lot more pieces of evidence all of a sudden. I'm a bit lost now? Don't worry. Oh, I'm using the wrong word? Damn. Well, guys, I've used the wrong word in describing something. This is my final stream that will ever exist, and I shall leave this piece of reality behind. Because obviously, I shouldn't be here. It's so fucking pathetic of me. Don't worry, apart from killing him, just be honest with you, the testimony. Through the testimony of the witness, you can gather more information about the case. Once the witness starts testifying, the significance of each exhibit may change based on their statements. Right, I almost forgot about that. I want to help Plum clear her name. I need to find evidence that proves she's not the murderer. Witness, based on the current evidence, is the defendant really the only person who had the opportunity to commit the crime? Clips, I am obviously not smart enough to correct you if you're wrong. Sure, Your Honor. Please allow me to report on the reason of the defendant's arrest. Hi, Kyle. All right, please proceed. At 4:50 p.m. on that day, the defendant, dressed in a bizarre outfit, walked into Zone B of the community and we crossed paths. Shortly after the defendant got in, the police arrived. A security guard and former police officer accompanied them at once. Okay, who the fuck is Bamboo Deer? We climbed the external stairs of B2, broke the door, found the defendant tied up on the second floor and a body on the first. For the autopsy, the victim died when the defendant pushed him from the second floor, firing his head at the altar corner. Based on the condition of the scene, it can be deduced that no one cambered the area after the victim was pushed off. During the on-site interrogation, the defendant also admitted to pushing someone off, so we arrested her on the spot. Oh my god, she's so fucking stupid. Indeed, the logic is clear and flawless. I Dark bit. Yes, things were actual detective. I suddenly see the light. Things I didn't know, I mean, I didn't remember, all came back at once. So during this testimony, does the defense have any thoughts? Playing only important things to others. Are you playing the sidekick skit? Sidekick in a skit? I have two questions. First, the bizarre outfit you mentioned. This one. What a masterpiece, huh? The defendant walked into Zone B dressed like this in the afternoon. First, I saw a strange creature moving towards here from afar, then trying to break into the community. Without hesitation, I intercepted that thing and realized it was a human wearing a strange mascot costume. If I had been making a fuss there, I wouldn't have taken out trailers as a gun for wild animals. They're even equipped with that kind of thing? A lot of effort for me and the investigating officers to strip this costume off the defendant. 360-degree mesh structure on the head wouldn't obstruct the insider's view. Okay. But how does she fucking do anything in it? Ever seems to have something strange on it? I'll examine it closer later. I also get that part. Another question. When it said it's true, is there possibly the defendant accidentally pushed the victim? Does it significantly affect the nature of the case? Maybe the defendant accidentally pushed the victim and led to his death, admitting she's a murderer. Of course, the charge of negligent homicide is much lighter compared to intentional homicide when it comes to conviction. Plum chose me with a knockout defense. I can't back down on this issue. Anyway, the defense has the right to question the witness. Please allow me to question the testimony first. No problem? I reviewed the procedure thoroughly on my way to the court. First, I need to ask the witness for more details to gather information. Without any contradictions between the testimony and evidence I have, it's time to present it. I need to precisely present the exhibit that contradicts the specific statement of the testimony. Only seems sharp and focused. Questionnaire can improve your skills. So make the most of it and start the questioning right away. You can ask for more information. Ask a question not diminish the judge's impression of you. Well, be careful when you present. If you present the wrong exhibit, the judge's impression of you may worsen. Instead of immediately pointing out contradictions, it's better to ask for more information. Okay, leave it to me. Well, game, thank you for pointing out what I need to do for this one. At 4:50 p.m. of that day, the defendant walked into... Yeah. As the defendant entered, did anyone else enter that area? No, except for the police who came to handle the case. The defendant was the last person to enter Zone B that day. I want to confirm, are there any other entrances or exits to Zone B? Was possibly climb over the wall with tools? If such a person exists, they'd have to stealthily invade the surveillance cameras outside the community. They climb over the 3-meter high fence without triggering any motion sensors or touching any high voltage wires. Oh god, my neck. Hack all this closed circuit surveillance cameras and don't be completely erase the presence from the footage. That person would probably have to be a world-class renowned special agent. Do you really think such a person was there? Of course, I was just asking a good caution, haha. I went here and Lim would have definitely been seen by the witness. Heard the autopsy victim died when the defendant pushed him to the second floor, guarding head to the corner artery. You said no one tampered with the area. Oh god, okay. Issue. There's a lot of issues. I have no idea what is actually what I'm supposed to point out when there's so many possible things to point out. Thinking? Is it a hidden button? No wonder she was a former detective. Testimony is very professional. The logic is very clear. Yeah, and it has a tons of so many holes in it that I'm not sure where to point out. It's not a bad thing. Is a rookie lawyer asking questions for the first time? Ford is not bad either. Thanks. But could there really be loopholes in such a testimony? Your conclusion is right questioning signs to gather information. Maybe get some hints. Find the suspicious statement, click the exhibit button, and present the exhibit that contradicts it. Got it. Let's resume questioning.
Hold it!
At the corner of the altar table on the first floor. Is that really just a coincidence? It's hard to believe the victim's blood was found in the table corner, and matching injuries were found in the skull. Fresh down marks in the court perfectly matched the impact of the victim's fall. Considering the scene, the police could only come to the singular conclusion. According to those traces, it seems there's a low doubt about the cause of death. If it wasn't Plum, then who could it be? Okay, so again... Oh god, this is the classic Ace Attorney thing of I have like 12 things I can talk about. Which one are you expecting me to talk about? So the scene was already the same as in the picture when the police arrested the defendant? Yes, we acted very cautiously. Aside from taking the defendant, everything in the scene remained as it was. If you have any questions, just ask me. I do have one. First thing is, as she says, would the state of the victim at death really look like that? Let's figure it out. Present the exhibit to the statement. Okay, I guess the scene is the one I need to... I would guess present this.
Objection.
I was talking, may I ask you a question? Please go ahead. I believe the defendant who made you the pushing is the sole suspect. No, there's no one tampered with the scene afterwards. Yes, the defendant's condition prevented her from tampering with the scene after all. And there's something strange. Please take a look at this photo of the scene. The police's inference is that the victim was pushed from the second floor, hit the altar table, and died. But given the position of the body in the altar table in the photo, it's impossible, right? The body fell on the right, while the bloodstain was on the left of the altar table. You're on totally different sides. At just one floor side, I don't think the body could have hit the altar table hard enough to change its angle completely. Ah. Well done, Luna. Very keen observation. This menu's kind of interesting take on the way testimonies worked in Ace Attorney. I kind of prefer it overall. It makes it very easy to look at everything quickly, which was one of the main problems I would have with when I've played Ace Attorney. It can be tiring to have to, or not tiring isn't the right word, but it could be annoying to go through each statement. Yeah, quality of life improvement is a good way of putting it. Besides that, there's another conspicuous issue in this photo worth discussing. Anything else? Blood around the body's minimal. That's what you expect from someone who fractured the skull in a table corner. Gee, this is much less fun than I've seen in other fall scenes. I don't think officers found the police would deliberately tamper with the scene. Could it be that someone deliberately manipulated the scene before the police arrived? That is indeed hard to rule out. Order! Order! Hearing the defense's argument, I also find the scene photo very suspicious. Could it be?
Objection!
Oh god, he's talking. Well, what was I gonna object about? Prosecutor Hush, you have an opinion? Your Honor and Officer Falcon. I haven't come up with thinking. Can you please help me refute it? So, why do you shout objection? As Officer Hush has requested, I'll provide some explanations. I acknowledge the contradiction raised by the defense, but that doesn't undermine the conclusion reached by the police. This only means the body's shift in direction relative to the altar happened before the police arrived. This does not change the conclusion that the defendant was the only person present at the scene. Who was also apparently, like, unable to move? Yeah, this shit makes no fucking sense right now. Does not change the conclusion the defendant was the only person at the scene. The defendant was entangled in the staircase railing and didn't have the ability to tamper with the scene. Yeah, that's a good point. The defendant was entangled in the staircase railing before the victim's death. Something we cannot prove. After all, the live stream was cut off immediately after being reported by netizens. She could have tampered with the scene on the first floor before returning to the second floor. Do we have when the body was discovered? No, we don't. That's unhelpful. What? Isn't that a bit far-fetched? She was wearing that kind of costume. Oh, it's not entirely possible. Calm down and listen carefully. Also, given the victim's limited fall height, it's also possible he survived for a short time after the fall. Well, the victim moved the altar table after he fell. Why the fuck would he do that, huh? Wanna explain that shit? The victim's struggle. He accidentally moved the table. 45 degrees? That's not a good explanation. During the struggle, he accidentally moved the table. The movement was so minor, so no even traces were left. Oh yes, 45 degrees. Very insignificant. I should have realized. For example, the victim fell. He struggled and kicked with his right foot, delivering a perfect spinning kick. This is very convenient for me. I'll think fuck. I had no idea how he would actually have done that. The description is somewhat weird. This possibility cannot be denied. So this game's going full on. Okay, look. The VTuber game had we can't get a search warrant. That's stupid as fuck. And now we're into Ace Attorney area of it theoretically could have happened, therefore it did happen. Unless you have proof it didn't happen. Which is like, frankly, I find that more frustrating. Also, there's the victim having taken ultimately lethal head injury would have immediately lost consciousness. He was incapacitated. Yeah. But we're in Ace Attorney land, where it's a case of maybe his muscles had an instinctive reaction upon his head getting hit, and it just so happened to work out that way. Just like, God fucking damn it, no, stop. Ace Attorney logic, where it's not that you have to prove innocence, you have to prove that what the defense saying is bullshit. Or sorry, what the prosecution is saying is bullshit. So this is actually possible. But don't just accept that absurd reasoning so easily, okay? The reluctant Officer Falcon's explanation doesn't make sense. Whose side are you on, Drake? Since his photo scene is insufficient to entirely overturn the suspicion of the defendant. But your efforts at least have created a slight crack in her seemingly solid chain of logic. And it's truly instant. Following this crack will eventually tear apart the previous conclusions. Okay, I see. As my duty demands, I may now provide strong testimony to prove the defendant must be the murderer. I can't prove a neck. That's not how this works. That's how none of this shit works. I have to make outlandish hypotheticals to refute your outlandish hypotheticals. What the fuck? Nick, definitely. You know, it's amazing that Phoenix hasn't gotten, like, an aneurysm in court from sheer frustration. I think I would have at a point. I think I definitely would have had a fucking heart attack in court from sheer rage at what the prosecution was throwing out. Also, give me a second. I'm gonna get a drink. Be right back. Back. And yes, Kyle, Ace Attorney Land, where any accusation must be proven false by every measure. Fucking, why does anyone become a defense attorney in that world? I have no fucking idea. Or going by the Mount Edgeworth's game, I'm gonna go further. I have no idea why anyone goes into law at all. Because even if you're a prosecutor, you can get bullshitted like that. Next round of testimony is coming. This isn't the defendant's only possible suspect. Please allow me to continue my testimony. Sure. Please, go ahead. The house where the incident occurred has a unique layout. The first floor door is totally sealed. Only the door up is accessible. Oh god, okay. The translation is gonna make solving this a bit harder. That's the front door, I think? The lock on the second floor is faulty. Once closed, it will lock itself at once, and you have to use a key to enter or exit. Okay, so... Okay. So if I understand what she's saying here, the front door is always closed, and you have to come in through the second floor door? You think Edgeworth is his BS like that because he doesn't have a whip? He can crack at people like Von Karma? Probably. Edgeworth doesn't abuse witnesses enough to get what he wants always. There are two keys to the second floor. At the time of the incident, one was by the victim and the other by the defendant. When he broke into the house, both keys were securely attached to the holders. No sign of them being taken away. And on the day of the incident, no one else could enter the scene except the victim and the defendant. In conclusion, the defendant, Plum Swift, is the only suspect. That's all. Okay, interesting. Hey, can you tell me about the person who left, who was there at like fucking 2:33 and apparently left at 4:56, which is still within time for the murder? Why are we not bringing this up? It seems very obviously important. You're just gonna pretend Godot never got BS because he was just that fucking cool? Understandable. I wouldn't mess with the laser eye man either. What if he can't? Like, you don't know if he can actually laser eye you. Will you take the risk? I wouldn't. What kind of terrible lock is this? Totally befitting a murder house. And the police examined the doors and windows of the scene and found no evidence of forced entry or tampering with locks. And then our clients made more suspicious. Officer Falcon, I have a request. Please go ahead. Do my job for me. I mean, can the lock of the murder house be submitted as evidence in court? I just want to have to look at it. I want to accept it as evidence. We're here only for fun. No problem. For further investigation, police have removed it. What the fuck? Let me try. It's really stuck with lock. Looks like we'll have to use the key to open it. Murder house still lives up to its reputation. Reputation? Murder house. But why would anyone takes over such a house? That's not my concern. I didn't want it even if it were free. I couldn't agree more. I focus on to break down Officer Falcon's testimony. Your Honor, may the defense start questioning now? No problem, you may proceed. Okay, there's enough hoes here to make this confusing, so I'm not sure. Like, oh god, okay, Ace Attorney type problem. you have too much information and you're smarter than the game wants you to be at the minute. Like, oh wow, look, this person, Bamboo Deer, was left the room at 4:56 p.m. There's only 2 keys, but we have 3 entries and no exit. Wow. Exits at Bamboo Deer. Wow, how would that be possible? Oh right, that means Bamboo Deer must have been let in by one of these 2. Or rather, had to be let in by fucking Camel. Like, come on. But I have no idea where... I can't just present that right now.
Hold it!
First of all, why did one of the keys end up with a defendant? Wow, the key was sent to me by Shivery Camel himself, because he went visiting collecting Cheerios. That doesn't make any sense at all. Pray if I ever not delve into her matter for now. There's a chance for a recess later. I'll thoroughly clarify the matter about the key with her. Are there only 2 keys? If the lock is damaged, why not replace it with a new one? Involve complex cost attribution issues. So I'll just say the conclusion. There's also making any renovations to the facilities of B2 until the next owner takes over. It also means that there are only 2 keys for B2, both of which were applied for by the victim. Isn't this a high-end community? Why so stingy?
Hold it!
So only the victim and the defendant could enter B2? Yes, and this is a security guard of the community. I will never violate the regulations and allow unregistered visitors to enter. Are you so sure I don't know how to continue... You're so sure that I don't know how to continue questioning. Can't refute the opponent with words, consider reviewing exhibit instead. Okay. You sound so confident. Oh, yeah, I'm confident. Okay.
Objection!
Fuck off. Officer Falcon, you've been following the procedures diligently as you said. It is strange as he says hold it in English. It makes me wonder if the Japanese is a glitch or something. There's something overlooked. For example, this registration form. I don't follow, Miss Ray. According to the records of the form, there's a person named Bamboo Deer who had entered the community. Did I say Japanese? Oh my god, I'm fucking tired as shit. Jesus Christ. Boom. This person left the community just after the accident. According to the records on the forum, there's a person named Bamboo Deer. Yeah, okay. In that case, at least not rule out the possibility that he entered the scene to commit the crime, right? Huh. That's what you're questioning. Based on the current evidence, this person couldn't be the suspect, so I didn't mention it in my testimony. Specifically, why couldn't this person be the suspect? The reason is simple, it's about timing. Okay. Let's review the content of the live stream. The moment the viewers witnessed the defendant pushing the victim was at 4:57 p.m. No, they didn't. This area left the community at 4:56 p.m. Do I have to explain that, like, no one saw him die the moment of his death? Like, they saw something fall, and then later they found the body. That doesn't... Like, do I really have to go into why that's not proof in the way you think it is? So yeah, yes, these two events occurred almost simultaneously. Huh, if so, he would have no time to be involved in this case. Exactly, there's no third key for him to use. So only the defendant and the victim had the opportunity to enter B2. Then why do you put him on the enter list? Whoops, no, hold on. Why is he on the enter list then? How did he get in? It's like, they were the only ones to go in. Okay, how the fuck did this guy go in? You noted he went in. What the fuck are you talking about? Moreover, let's say this person did enter B2. So what? It was completely revealed the moment the defendant committed the crime, a fact that cannot be erased by any interference. Is that so? No one here has basic logic. Damn. Calm down and think carefully. The assertion of the defendant is completely innocent in this case. An incident of the defendant causing death of the victim must never have happened, right? This is basic logic. Indeed, I haven't thought about it probably since the trial began. If it's truly innocent, then under what circumstances could these pieces of evidence have been left behind? When she entered the murder house wearing the mascot costume, who did she push down? What happened inside the house before she arrived? I want to review the police's complete chain of evidence, which is my own assertion. Around here, I've been quiet for a long time, though I have some doubts about bamboo deer. No need to discuss this person for now based on the evidence provided by the police.
Objection!
Thank you. Hold on, please. Defense wants to present a new possibility to refute the police's claim. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get my popcorn. Go ahead. New assertion of our side is... you've just been trapped in a fixed mindset? Why did this live stream video necessarily capture the exact moment of the crime? Let's consider a possibility. Pine Cam was already dead and it was his body that fell. And even if the defendant admitted that she pushed down the victim, it would constitute murder, right? What? You're saying the victim fell twice? No, Miss Lawyer. Your speculation is based solely on your own argumentation. It remains within the realm of accusation. Based on the trace of the scene, the most reasonable inference is the victim fell only once. But it seems like you can't prove the victim fell only once, can you? Yes, this posture Hushstead. Due to the same environment, height, posture of falling, it would be difficult for the forensic expert to determine whether the victim fell once or twice. But the live stream video clearly captures the moment when the defendant pushed down the victim. I don't think there's a possibility of the victim falling twice.
Objection!
No! We believe the video contains a blind spot they have no for. We use a new possibility. Oh, then please point out, defense. Where's the home called blind spot? So I need to select right picture. I need to select right picture in these pictures. Look here. This part of the video reveals another possibility in this case. Oh, God. Hold up, is the prosecutor not a scumbag? He's an 84-year-old old fucking man. Yeah, not a scumbag.
That's it!
It is here? Right?
That's it! That's it!
It's here! Among the victim from the ground, there happened to be a screen in the scene blocking the view. Okay, so it was that obvious. Got it. I was like, is it this? It's not that obvious one, right? And it's like, no, it was. Whoops. My mistake. Oh, you're right. Sorry, I didn't realize it was time to point out the obvious logic. Can't be sure whether the victim found the altar table in this fall. Isn't this the first case? Yes. Which means it's so simple that it wraps around to being a little bit complex. Order. The position on the screen indeed obscure the view of the victim's fall. However, Miss Ray, even if the video isn't clear enough, your precision still has fatal contradictions. Huh? Really? Still records more than the defendants pushing the victim down. There's more before. This shivery camo and spooky shack had appeared on camera. This live stream was dead before the defendant entered. How are you seeing this footage? Oh, that's a problem. Let me think. It's not him. Make your search of Holy Dread with interference is crucial. Think about it before answering. It's not him. Oh shit. Clicked off screen. Whoops. But clearly whoever this is isn't him. This guy? Yeah. Different person. Got it. Everyone, Shivery Cam will still appear on camera in this live footage because... Actually, it's quite simple. Body could have been hidden somewhere that was covered by the upper part of the screen and not captured on camera. So the person on camera must have been someone else disguised as the victim during the live stream. What? As you can see, the live environment was dim. Furthermore, this live stream was abruptly interrupted due to the murder case. It lasted for a short time. It was just a brief disguise. It could go unnoticed. That makes sense. And as we just found out, the person named Bamboo Deer had the opportunity to enter the scene. Suppose Bamboo Deer killed the victim early in the disguise as the victim for this live stream. Then the defendant wouldn't be the only suspect. Officer Falcon, what do you think of the defense's reasoning? Well, for the sake of prudence, I can't rule out this possibility. Does you both agree with my claim? Our side hereby formally request to summon Bamboo Deer as a witness as testifying in court. Wait. This visitor did come to your community on the day of the incident. Saw with my own eyes, and police have investigated it. It's impossible for someone like that to be disguised as the victim.
Objection.
God, I must seize the opportunity. They're a 5-year-old child. Oh, fuck. God, I have to seize this opportunity to counterattack. Officer Falcon, please listen to me. Our side has repeatedly revealed key details affecting the case during questioning. Perhaps the defendant's eccentric personality and odd behavior really are troublesome. By the impression that she's annoying, you inadvertently overlooked many facts favorable to her. Are you saying that my personal emotions cloud my judgment? Sorry, I got my nose clogged. Yes, I have to admit, your testimonies were logically sound and your emotions are well controlled. However, you were still influenced by preconceived impressions, showing a tendency to convict the defendant. And you clearly had the opportunity to commit the crime, yet you deliberately ignored it. Continue, you only present the testimony favorable to the defendant, right? Please don't insist that it's impossible. This biased remarks are inappropriate. Let's send Bamboo Deer. Huh? What's wrong with Officer Falcon? Maybe he hurt her detective's pride by saying it too frankly. If it were any other prosecutor, they would object and stop you. This case, well. No! How can I make such a biased statement? This place is indeed not suitable for me anymore. What the fuck? I'm leaving now. Going to the market to buy groceries. What the fuck? Hold on, where are you going? Officer Falcon? Officer Falcon, what the fuck? And the bailiffs have failed to do their job. How is Officer Falcon? Officer Falcon ran so fast the bailiffs couldn't catch up. Oh, fuck. Oh, goddamn pathetic. Holy shit. Probably felt that our personal integrity was lacking and went for self-reflection. Just let her cool off for a while and it should be fine, I believe. She's got the detective skills, staying true to her past. What should I do? I can help summon the witness. Oh, the fence is talking about bamboo deer? This person should be summoned. I roasted her right into the stay-at-home mom mentality. Oh, fuck, I didn't think about it like that. That's fucking hilarious. Actual interest is how this person was disguised as a victim. Are you here for fun? Okay, since both sides agree, it's up to the prosecutor to summon the witness named Bamboo Deer to the stand. This witness should still be at work right now. Luckily, this location isn't far from court. I think 20 minutes? That should be enough. Alright, declare that the trial is in recess for 20 minutes. Officer Huss, he's going through the necessary procedures. Yes, I won't forget this time. August 9th, 10:25. Fuck, okay, bye. I'm just so tired. Hey, Ray, fuck you. Don't steal my line. That's bullshit. Oh, her name's Luna again. She's T-lied in the court and Luna in the fucking break room. Okay. Wow! I knew you could make it, Luna! Don't count your chickens till they are hatched. Oh, so far from getting acquittal. Luckily, the prosecutor's a weirdo man who hardly objects. Reminds me of Professor Williams from her college days. My break time's limit. You stop chatting. I just got carried away. Plum, it's time for you to explain what you did in this case. Wow! You're so serious all of a sudden! It's because you're too unserious. Anyway, let's not waste time. Here's what happened on the day of the incident. Alright, let me think. I was going to interview Shivery Camel for materials. We agreed to meet at 5 p.m. in B2, the Murder Mansion community. You're already calling it the Murder Mansion community? He sent me a key with B2 rented, so I suppose he wanted me to open the door myself? Why didn't he open the door for... Why didn't he open the door for you? I think it's because... He wanted to create a scenario where somebody suddenly breaks into his shiny ice cream to surprise the audience. So, ghost hunting live streamers need to plan things like that. Well, the door was a bit problematic, and he couldn't leave it unlocked, so he had to give me a key in advance. That makes sense? Hold on, so you dressed up in the mascot costume for... Bingo! His screen name is Shivery Camel Sweet Shack. He wanted to stage a sudden break-in. So, of course, I would play along, dress as an evil god to meet him. In order to become a qualified evil god, I spent a lot of money ordering a custom-made costume from a famous online shop. It's just a pity that I had to do many demands, since this costume had some flaws. It's a Chinese-style villa. What kind of evil god are you dressed as? But after we entered, he didn't even make it downstairs. We were stepping some sticky liquid, taking a really bad fall. That's when the strange stuff got stuck to your costume? So what on earth is that? Oh, before anything immediate, he took himself in the mascot costume and sent it to his account. Who in their right mind would do something like that? Wow. My phone was confiscated. I can't show you the record. Oh, wait a second, Luna. Huh? Still a few minutes before the court restarts. Why? Wait, where does she suddenly take out so many pens from? Why is she starting to draw? Why is she coloring it? What on earth is this? Ha! This is what it looks like. Ta-da! This is my selfie in that costume. Oh god, no, not another fucking drawing and interpretation bullshit. Stop. Are you holding a selfie stick here? And there's two fucking people here. This drawing surprisingly vivid. Wow! I found a lot of effort worth this thing for entering the community. If I sent a victim, the police might interpret it as a murder threat. Wow! It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna have to take a look at this drawing. It might just come in handy. When and how? She's got two people drawn on there. That's how. Also, if her photo actually has two people in it, holy shit, what the fuck? If the real photo actually has two people in it, that's so fucked up. That just like, the police took my phone. Oh, what's on it? Oh, proof that there was a second person there at the time of the murder. Wow, that'd be fucking helpful. Alright, have you disclosed everything to us? Well, defense, please be ready to enter the courtroom. Court session will begin in 1 minute. Wow, I'll head over there. Updated photo evidence. Oh god, no. Is she always like this? When back in school? She was even more so back then. At least you managed to extract some information, right? I thought most of the time was wasted on this weird drawing. Let's go in. The witness of your question should be there. Let's go. We must secure an acquittal. Bum. Guard. Now that both parties are present, the trial will continue. Name is Bamboo Deer, right?
Yay! 说的没错，本小姐就是大唐艺术园的导游马丝竹。啊？为什么会是个汉服美女啊
To make it harder to tell that they... Hey, Bamboo Deer, can you lift up your skirt? Your kimono or whatever the fuck? It's not because I'm a pervert, it's because currently, based on what we're guessing about what our assumption was, you should have a scar or a scab. T lied. T lied again? Yep. You should have a scab on one of your legs. If you have a scab on one of your legs, that helps prove our case.
本小姐不能是吗？
Yeah, actually there is.
为什么没有人提前告诉我，这个马丝竹是个这样的人呢？
老夫还以为你早就知道了的，所以才想看看他要怎么才能变装成死者。
Why do I feel like I've been played?
证人，这里是严肃的法庭。
Tied the scab on her knee.
这个啊，主要是因为传唤比较匆忙。
毕竟人家的工作就是穿着汉服踩在不倒翁底座上摇摆，表演汉服不倒翁。
What?
啊，怪不得他总是摇摇晃晃的，我都快被晃晕了。
This prosecutor insists I come over. Hearing this business in court, I jumped off the base and ran over without even changing my clothes. So here I am. After standing on the base for a few years, I've become light on my feet. Now I can walk without making any sound. Can't you just take a taxi here? Witness. Since I'm here... Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, so I've come to court to start my job as a tour guide. Join my impromptu performance to read on if you can, or just enjoy the show. Money for mirth, bills for thrills.
Wait a sec.
This is not the time for hawking. Let's get back to the case. Is that so? All right. I was going to say that even if you don't visit the park, you can buy the hand Chinese clothing I'm wearing. Well, I can say for a fact this replicates the Ace Attorney experience to a T. That being, how the fuck is this a courtroom and not a clown, not a circus? Like, Jesus Christ, duck. Whether it's high-end Chinese clothing, opera costume, or mascot costume, I know them all very well. Feel free to ask. It's pretty Ace Attorney pilled. It is replicating the feeling of Ace Attorney very well. I'm also skilled in handicrafts. The outfit I wear are all made by myself, ensuring exquisite and no waste of materials. All bound to the kangaroo court is in session. Good way to put it. Good way to put it. How the fuck is the VTuber story more grounded? In that one, animals are actively sabotaging the fucking case. How is that more grounded than Ace Attorney usually is? What the fuck? If you're interested, remember to follow my handicraft workshop. What a dedicated worker. Seeing this witness in person, it seems like what Officer Falcon said was correct. The imposter disguised herself as a victim for the live stream, right? For this sake of prudence, I think we shouldn't jump to conclusions. I took the effort to get her here. I have to get something out of her. When it's based on previous proceedings, we expect that on the day of the incident, August 8th, may have entered the crime scene. Can you tell us what you did yesterday? It seems to be my duty to have a witness testify. Surprised you could remember that. The defense request is reasonable. Witness, please testify as requested. Wow! Do you want me to guide you all? Oh, then listen carefully. Hey there, folks. Yep, I did swing by this community that day to gather inspiration. The houses there are all in Chinese style, aren't they? That was a park asked me to observe and learn something. I finished my shift at the park around 2 p.m. and I was over there around 2:30. Yeah, about. I left before 5 because I had to get back for the night shift. I didn't step inside the house, any of the houses during that time. About that. Her little wiggle waggle was kind of high effort, to be honest. I don't know enough to know how much effort has to go into the wiggle waggle. I'll trust your word on that as an artist. That defense, when his performance seemed pretty good, huh? I do like the. By the way, I will say, generally speaking, I like the art of this game. This game's got a very pretty appearance, as it were. Really take it as a performance. Well then, defense, what's your opinion on the testimony? At first glance, this brief testimony seems fine. What should I do next, Chief? When it's with such a brief testimony, so we need to ask more carefully. Might be some new information in her answers. I got it. Anyway, when it's time to start the questioning, be prepared. Sure thing. If there's anything unclear, just ask me.
Hold it!
You're sober after your shift, so you were working overtime? Whoa, you're so sharp. The boss did approve some extra cash for my investigation. Upon hearing about the overtime pay, I dashed straight to the community. Boss even paid for my transportation. What? Nobody's paying me even my trips to this courtroom for the legal battles. Hey, what? I don't even get dragged into this. By the way, is your office in need of an on-arounder? I got some free time every Saturday afternoon. We're good on cleaners. Plus, no side jobs in the courtroom. Let's stick to the point.
Hold it!
Left before 5 p.m. There's about 2 hours. During that time, were you just investigating? Of course. 2 hours is far from enough to inspect so many houses there. If you firmly believe this witness may be in and out of the crime scene, ask her for more information. You're right. As of now, our testimony is greatly lacking information. Let me think. Witness, during the 2 hours, what exactly did you expect? You share that with us? Oh, are you going to be my competitor? No, I'm not planning on changing my career yet. Just wanted to verify the authenticity of your testimony. Please forgive my interruption. Questions need to touch on the confidential aspects of the witness's profession. Maybe. Might be tricky if there's any confidential agreements related to the park. So you want the witness to share? That makes sense. Should I insist on having her share her investigation experience? Yeah? Choose information related to the case, so the more detailed testimony, the better. This is a major murder case, so confidentiality agreements and similar contracts should make an exception to serious matters. Alright, witness, please tell me what you saw that day. Since you insist, I guess I have no choice. I didn't need to explain my... In case my boss asked me about it. Okay. Defense, I'll leave that to you. You are good at passing the buck. Zombie was amazing. There were so many ancient mansions. I explored for over 2 hours and haven't seen everything. Zone B, huh?
Objection!
Menace, can I interrupt your explanation? Wow, is it something you don't understand? Claims that you got absorbed in Zone B because there were so many ancient mansions, right? Yeah? The registration form for Zone B shows there are only 3 houses in the entire district. Oh? Oh, yeah. What do you mean by so many? What took you over 2 hours to inspect? Only 3 houses? Not even aware of this, indicates that you didn't really explore the community. And the other Ace Attorney thing, I got the correct piece of evidence. My reasoning was not the correct reasoning, though. Yay! Okay. Witness, please answer my question. Could it be that you spent over 2 hours inside B2 the entire time?
Objection!
How can you be speaking so baselessly? Let me check. Managing close to the entrance. It's V2. I'm sorry, I did enter B2. Order! Order! Witness! What's going on? You're just that you never slept into any of the houses. Being false statements in court carries consequences. It's not like that. There's a reason for it. There's a murder case me too. I was afraid of being suspected, so I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Yeah, that's a good way to make yourself look more suspicious. You think that's plays into the thing that always got you? You have the right evidence, so you gotta present 5 other things first, and baby-step your way to the actually right piece of evidence. I really wish Ace Attorney style games would have a skip sequence, essentially, where if you present the right piece of evidence at the right point, you can then rapid-fire connect other pieces of evidence to kind of show, yeah, I understand how this is related, and then you can skip parts of the case, essentially, by showing you're smart enough to know how everything connects together already. I think that'd be cool if that was like in some Ace Attorney game, or Ace Attorney-like game.
Objection!
Lying about not entering the crime scene is a serious case of perjury. There's no excuse for that.
Objection!
Yes, this won't do. You have to be honest in court. I object when you agree with me. Witness, you must tell the truth now. You mean rapid fire presentations kind of make those parts that trip you up are meant to be, you guess? It is what it's meant to be, but usually because it's one step at a time, it makes it a lot harder. Witness, I hope you can explain it right away. And you under B2 that day, and what do you do there? Oh, see, you guys are so fierce. In fact, I'm a big fan of Shivery Camel. You mean... Yes, wasn't you live streaming B2 that day? I was watching it on my phone. I happened to be there for the inspection. It felt like fate. So I immediately went there to wait for him. Didn't even offline. Huh? How did you get in there without a key? Well, I'm skilled with many things, so I picked the lock. It wasn't a big deal. What? Wasn't that illegal trespassing? I know what I did was wrong, but I really want to see Shivery Camel. And besides, no one was living there. Even if unoccupied, it still belongs to the owner of the community. His witness and actions should be held accountable. Let's focus on the current case for now. Witness, please continue. Alright, I understand my mistake. Anyway, after I went inside, I saw they already started live streaming. I was fully focused. So that I walked over, I might accidentally appear in the frame. So I quickly opened the door and left, not doing anything at all. And you think the witness actually holds water? Fuck no! It's very strange. Huh? As an influence, my fans just specifically come to hunt for me? And in for me, yeah? That's because they love me. I can't let them down. I can't think merchandise featuring my image I hand on site, whether it's paper cutting, clay figurines, or acrylic signs. You carry all this material with you? Witness, please stick to the topic. When I say strange, I mean you're activating the lock and entering B2 for Shivery Camel. Oh, well, what's wrong with that? Are we supposed to present evidence when speaking in court? Evidence? Oh, as you wish. What? The evidence that proves you couldn't have picked the lock to enter B2 is... the lock!
That's it.
Oh, they should volunteer that unprompted. Can we lock her up? Oh, yeah, no, don't worry. We're about to lock her up for crimes against humanity, including being an influencer. When she said you picked the lock to enter B2 and reopen the door to leave when you saw the victim live streaming, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, Winnie's statement is a complete lie. Everyone, do you remember this piece of evidence? This is the lock from the crime. Oh, shit. He still looks confused when even the judge seems to understand. If you want to enter the house by the only entrance on the second floor, you must use the external stairs. The second door, being the only entrance and exit of the crime scene, was thoroughly investigated by the police. Officer Falcon provided us with a detailed explanation of the situation regarding the lock. And the lock on the second floor is faulty. When it's closed, it immediately locks itself, and you have to use a key to enter or exit it. Please examine the doors and windows of the scene and found no evidence of forced entry or tampering with the locks. Ow, shit! In other words, you can enter B2 by picking the lock, let alone opening the door and leaving on your own. Excellent questioning. However, there's even more intriguing question here. The witness after the first lie was exposed immediately admitted to having entered B2 before. Never seemingly caught another complete lie. What does it indicate? I think it's clear. Indeed, Miss Ray is right. What does this lie from the witness indicate? I'm afraid this witness did enter the scene, but what he truly wants to conceal is a method of entry. Some signs of forced entry, and there are only two keys. One of the victim and one of the defendant. So, wait, what? Could it be the victim himself opened the door for you with the key?
Objection.
I'm a bit confused. Defense, why would the victim personally open the door for a witness? Obviously they were dating and it's a secret that they can't have anyone know. Two influencers dating? It's the scandal. I swear to fuck if that's it. Right, even if I want to claim that the witness is problematic, I need to figure out her relationship with the victim first. How did the victim open the door for her? The kind of question you can't figure out. Try thinking about it from a different angle. For example, what's the victim doing B2 when he opened the door for Bamboo Deer? Should have been preparing for the ghost hunt live streaming. Reason why you opened the door for Bamboo Deer be... Defense, you never answer. Tell us. Why do you think the victim person opened the door for the witness? Here's why the victim behind cam would open the door for the witness Bamboo Deer is... I'd guess this. This Bamboo Deer and Pam were acquaintances you plan to meet there. So you have any evidence to support that? Oh shit, they want evidence. Oh, take a long season in the end and support your idea. Oh shit, no wait, I can still do this. Shit, really? Okay. I think so.
That's it.
Nah, shit.
That's it.
Yes, the promotional poster of Shivery Camo and Spooky Shack that proves Bamboo Deer was Pine Camo's livestream assistant. How? Actually, I was thinking about it during the investigation yesterday. How did the so-called ghost hunt livestreamer become popular? Many gloomy and terrifying places in the world. You can find a lot of so-called murder houses with a thorough search. The streamer should be aware of that. So-called ghost doesn't exist in reality. Well, if you already knew that, why were you so scared before the trial? Chief, spare me. Of course you're right. I believe in ghosts either. What does that have to do with the ghost hunter live streamer? What I mean is, since there's no real ghosts, ghost hunting live streamer wants to create value during their live stream. They need helpers. Otherwise, how could a streamer always encounter scary paranormal events at gloomy places? Order! It's rare, you're saying that. Yes, please look at this poster. There's a front picture of Pine Camo, also known as Shivery Camo and Spooky Shack. I said in order to create the effect that he is surrounded by paranormal phenomena, he needs an assistant. This assistant has left traces in the poster. Traces? Traces? Where? That's right, we too can't say very clear with our poor eyesight. Can police run out for us? Oh, okay. Now we'll click investigate the suspicious part to point out where the person is. Ghosts, they would be zombies in Qing Dynasty clothes, right? How that kind of thing into a modern community? This ghost seems to be made from a curtain. It appears to be on the same layer as the streamer. The same layer? So you see, it doesn't look like it was Photoshop. It's maybe photographed at the same time as the streamer. What does it indicate? Maybe I can take a closer look at what's next to it. What? Oh my... Jesus, what the fuck? Oh my god, what? Next minute, Drake it seems so, but the zombie game, Mars mentioned income from Hero, second poster by himself. Can't come places, tombstone objects look like any other small white piece under the tombstone. Broken bones? I think they might be plastic debris made to look for each tombstone. Further confirmed the paranormal phenomena the encounter was artificial, but doesn't prove the Shivery Camo he could have said the backer himself, unless he the other parts of the poster. Add what's next to it? This ghost seems made from curtains. It looks to be photographed with shivery camo at the same time. The poster tried to hide, but there's still an untrimmed hand. Means that at least 2 people were involved in making of the poster. I see. I didn't expect that happening. So it implies one thing. Shivery camo and Spooky Shack. This account was actually run by a team of at least 2 people. Behind Camo here in a live stream, the other created a spooky atmosphere and paranormal events behind the camera. Am I right, witness? Even now, you still choose to remain silent?
Objection.
But I don't understand. Was the one dressed as Ghost the scene that defended? She looked much like Ghost in the costume than the witness. Wait, Prosecutor Hush reminds me. If that was the case, what? Do you have any new ideas? Defendant mentioned in her testimony that she had to rush back to work at night. She left before 5 p.m. So the assistant created spooky atmosphere was gone. Defendant happened to appear at the time. Now she had contact with the victim and agreed to meet there. Maybe another reason to meet besides collecting materials. Meeting another person and create a spooky atmosphere in place of Bamboo Deer. Trying to work at the park at the time. Order. The reasoning sounds strange, but it does explain the defense's odd behavior. Ben, do you agree with your lawyer's inference? Huh? Do I need to agree? Whatever Luna says is right. I really don't care about your verdict, do you? Your Honor, it doesn't matter if the client agrees or not. The point is the witness's attitude. She hasn't explained why she appeared at the crime scene that day. I can't say anything. You said now it's just useless. Or whether the witness collaborate with the victim, defense suggests the police do one thing. Please immediately conduct a thorough search of the scene to check if there are any witness fingerprints or DNA. If they collaborate with the victim, there must be traces left. Can you really do that?
This is indeed a reasonable request. Okay, I'll go to the police scene. Tell them to start the search immediately as requested by the defense. Witness, what do you think?
Wait.
Too late. Already sent it out.
That's too fast. Well, fine. Guess really me no choice. Fine, I admit it. You know that I'm short of money, so I work multiple jobs at the same time. Streaming with shivery camo and helping create atmosphere is also one of them. I'm good at handicrafts in order to help make some ghostly props. How many jobs are you doing at the same time? Hey, all this is for making money. Really, please trust me. So we're the victim's collaborator. You're quite familiar with each other, right? We were friends, I think? I've been helping out since his debut. Being caught doing these supernatural tricks would be embarrassing. That's what I don't want to say. So sorry for all you here. If anyone wants to buy some exquisite supernatural handicrafts, contact me after the trial. Would buy such things? The defense's reasons for considering actions seem to be somewhat reasonable. Defense, what do you think? Simply that witness's role in this case is highly suspicious. She was a very close victim. There would be 2 problems. There might be a conflict between them that were unknown to others. Should we generate a motive? More importantly, there's an unavoidable possibility right now. Since you work closely with him, B2 and are very familiar with his appearance and actions, even with a big difference in appearance, you could still have impersonated him to continue the live stream after his death. Order. But no. I just spent a little time with him, B2, before 3 p.m. Just a little. I should have left it. Should have that. Sure, his camera's live stream was paused for a while in the afternoon, right? That was when he used his key to open the door and send me out. So I didn't expect the big one yet. I had to walk around a bit before leaving. I was getting scolded by my other boss.
Your live stream there at 3 o'clock, and there was a pause indeed from 3:52 to 4:30.
The one who continued the live stream after 4:30 was Shivery Camo himself, and they rushed back to the park to clock in. Having evidence prove that the person continued the live stream after 4:30 was victim himself instead of you? Hey, I do. Tom, really? Yes, I'll tell you everything I remember this time. She's trying to change her testimony. Emily can't miss this opportunity. Interesting. Can't make this successfully. PB immediately read. Hey, it's because I've got time limits. But interesting game. I don't know if it's actually good or not. Its presentation is nice enough, and I don't dislike what I've seen so far. Definitely an odder one in some ways. I think it replicates Ace Attorney really well. Like, very, very well. To the point where I'm honestly not entirely sure if it's, like, worth it, per se. Maybe, like, it would, this isn't enough of the game yet to know if it's, like, the mystery's very good. But it's Ace Attorney Hoyoverse Edition, which isn't, like... It's not a downside to this. If you like Ace Attorney, you probably are going to end up liking this. But it just doesn't seem to be like it... Doesn't seem like it's going to end up doing anything too surprising, per se. Which, again, fine enough. Nah, you disagree? Which part of my statement do you disagree about? It really depends on where it goes from the first case. You're not wrong there. The first case is coming across as very basic. Maybe it gets worse, maybe it gets better. The demo does have 2 chapters, it looks like, so give it a shot if you want. But, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for coming to today's live stream. Oh, you guys had a good time? There is time coming, so just you notification bell and subscribe so you know when I'm streaming. Anything stream, leave a comment. You can leave a comment. Yeah, if you have anything, comment, leave a comment below. And share the stream around with everything might be interested. The first case is a Toro case, yeah. Give it a try if it looked interesting to you. The demo is on Steam. But anyway. Until next time. Also, we actually got a schedule for this week. That's a little bit different than usual. Yeah. But yeah. Until next time. I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. And I'm gonna say... Bye.